You should be doing something else. Why this walk?
So if you take India, there are about 80% of the Indians, they live under less than $2.5 per day of food. And they have very, very small problems for them which they are looking to be solved. Either it can be a corruption, or it can be a safety, or unrest in villages, or farmer suicides. They are actually waiting for someone to help them to actually solve their problems. If we actually take the democracy, and when we talk about the Swaraj, it is more like people can solve their own problems because those people in their villages, they know what their problems are. So we are trying to advocate the principle of Swaraj, where actually it helps them, or it gives the power back to those people who can solve their own problems. This is what we actually we have been hearing from either Balagangadhar Tilakji or Mahatma Gandhi or till Arvind Kejriwal. So we actually inspired with this concept of Swaraj, which is a self-governance, and we wanted to take this message to as many people as possible. And we wanted to encourage people to participate in the democracy. And we wanted to remind them that citizens are masters in democracy. So with this kind of an ideology, we started our walk to meet the people and to try to interact with them and to learn more about the democracy and how the citizen participation happens.
Madhusudanji, presently the system that we have, don't we have the Gram Panchayats and all these things that enable a common man, or let's say every citizen of India, to have his or her say in who is going to rule, how it is going to function? So what is the difference?
As I mentioned, we definitely do have this concept of Gram Sabha and village panchayats and things like that, but the power that is being given to them, they are like very limited. And there's one example that I can give. There's a Gram Sabha in Kerala, for which the government gives money. 40% of the money can be spent on discretionary measures. But the Gram Sabha doesn't have any power to take decisions on their own. For example, let me give you like a real-time example. The government, whatever money is being sent to the Gram Sabha or the village panchayat, that is being tied to a particular scheme. So if a village, the priority for the village is to get clean drinking water, and the government is saying that you will have to use this money only to build schools, it doesn't make any sense. So Gram Sabha, they have to get together and they have to prioritize according to their needs, what is the preference for them, what is the preference for the local community, and they'll have to get together and take decisions. So Aam Aadmi Party is promoting Swaraj and citizen participation in democracy, which will definitely help addressing the issues in the local community.
Idea. So back to you, Madhusudan, logistics, walk 240 miles. In terms of preparing for it, was there something that you guys decided that before we do this, we should be physically fit and something like that?
From a training perspective, we did not train much because we had planned everything in the last minute, so we didn't have much time to kind of train for that yatra. But from a logistics standpoint, of course, we did reach out to a lot of Aam Aadmi Party volunteers. So we had this, all the social media and email and Google groups and things like that. So we did reach out to a lot of volunteers, and a lot of people came forward, and a lot of people were ready to host us. They gave us a ride. They walked with us all the way. They provided food, water bottle. The support was really overwhelming. It really moved us.